This is an example of calculating the federal income tax withholding using the percentage method. I'm looking at Practice Set B, Problem 3-4, item number 1. Juan Hoffman is single with 2 federal withholding allowances. He earned weekly gross pay of $445. For each period, he makes a 403B retirement plan contribution of 5% of gross pay. So the first thing we need to do to determine the federal income tax withholding is to determine the amount of pay that will be taxable for federal income tax. So we know that the gross pay for Juan is $445. There is also a 403B contribution of 5%. Now, a 403B contribution, as well as a 401k contribution, is deductible from gross pay for federal withholding purposes. So we take our contribution, which is 5% times the $445, and we come up with a contribution of $22.25. So the amount of pay that is taxable for federal income tax, which I am summarizing or abbreviating as FIT, federal income tax, is $422.75. Now, for the percentage method, I'm following the steps in the book. The first step is to multiply the number of federal withholding allowances by the amount in the table. According to the table on page 92, the amount for one weekly payroll allowance is $76.90. So we take 2 allowances times the weekly amount of $76.90, it's 0, and we come up with $153.80. Second step is to subtract the allowances from taxable pay. So we have our taxable pay of $422.75 minus step number 1 of the $153.80, and we get $268.95. And this is the amount for which we calculate the amount to use in the percentage tables. Getting kind of messy here. Step 3 is to use the amount calculated in step 2 to determine the tax using the percentage method. The amount that we determined in step 2 was $268.95. or $17.80 plus $7.04 is equal to $24.84. So the amount of federal withholding is equal to $24.84.